What's up, guys? Justin here from TheSketchUpEssentials.com. Every month I try to do a video where I talk about what's coming up in the next month, try to get your feedback and some ideas, that sort of thing, and also talk about what went well in the last month and just kind of what I'm doing with the channel. These videos don't usually get a whole lot of views, but I do think it's important for me to communicate with you guys, so leave a comment below about any of this stuff. So before I start, I want to thank all of my supporters on Patreon. You guys are what make this channel possible, and you're also making it possible for me to break into some new areas and really kind of expand the stuff that we talk about on the channel. So thank you so much for that. I want to give a special shout out to Todd Stringer and Anthony Tabor. You guys are contributing at some of the higher levels on Patreon, and again, I just really appreciate your support, so thank you so much again for that. So if you're interested in supporting the show, make sure you visit my Patreon page. I'll link to that in the notes down below. That's patreon.com/TheSketchUpEssentials. I'm kind of revamping that page to do a better job of communicating on that, but also to kind of provide some new support levels and some different things. So I'm adding a support level where if you support me every month, I'll upload all the models that I create from my videos. So if you want to have copies of those models, you can get those by supporting me on Patreon. But again, just thank you so much for your support. You guys are really what's making this channel possible, and I really appreciate what you're doing. So just a little bit about the way September went. September was another great month. As most of you know, September was woodworking month, so I focused a lot on tutorials about woodworking, that sort of thing. And I got a great response from all the woodworkers that watched the show. So they were probably the most vocal group. They told me a lot of stuff about their workflow, and we also just had some great conversations. So I love having those conversations about SketchUp in the notes below my videos. So I also took all of those tutorials that I did for woodworking month and I put them in a single playlist, which I'll put in the notes below and also in a card up above so you guys can get quick access to those. So if you're interested in my woodworking tutorials, those are in a playlist that you can click on up above. So I'm not going to get super deep into analytics, but one milestone that I've been looking for a long time that I finally passed in September is I passed the 100,000 view in a month mark. And that's something I've been watching for a long time, and I finally passed it. So thank you so much for just taking the time to watch these videos. In addition, I should pass the 13,000 subscriber mark this week, so that's also very exciting. Now I want to talk about my most popular videos in September. So my top 5 videos, number 5, terrain modeling with sandbox tools in SketchUp, and I'll link to all of these in the notes below, by the way. Number 4, creating a frame and skin structure in SketchUp. Number 3, creating hexagonal lattice shapes in SketchUp. Number 2, modeling floor plans from images. And number 1, this video has kind of been blowing up, is modeling tensile structures with soapskin and bubble. I want to say that got somewhere in the ballpark of double the views of my second video. So that video is really generating a whole lot of traction, and I'm really excited about that, especially because that was one of those videos that I didn't think was going to do that well. So it's always amazing to me what does well and what doesn't. If you want the full report with more analytics, more of me talking about what I'm planning on doing next month, you can get that by visiting TheSketchUpEssentials.com/September 2017. So in October, what's coming up in October is I'm going to focus on videos that are for interior design and working with interior spaces. So that's going to be everything from working with floor plans and colors and furniture to like interior lighting, rendering, all of those different things. I want to touch on all of those, but more importantly than that, I'd really love to hear what you guys struggle with when you're working with interiors. So leave a comment below. Let me know, what you have a hard time with, what you'd like to see. The SketchUp Essentials is really a channel that I make for you to help you. So I'd love to know what you think and what you need. As always, I'm constantly amazed by the amount of support I get every time I post a new video. One of my favorite things about this channel is the way I can have a conversation with you guys about SketchUp, hear what's working, what isn't, that sort of thing. So make sure you keep leaving those comments down below the videos, and I will try to keeping up with those. It's getting a little hard because I'm getting a lot of comments, but I definitely want to continue that conversation. So as always, thank you so much for your support, and I'm excited to see what we can do in October. Thanks, guys.